Good night and welcome to Benalmádena's first English news broadcast. Digital Costa del Sol brings you every Friday all the information about this week's news. New contagious spikes keep rising all over Spain. In Malaga, by last Sunday, we had 29 local outbreaks, with 181 cases diagnosed. Meanwhile, the Andalusian government announced harder fines for breaking the security measures.
By Sunday, Malaga had 80 new cases of positive PCR COVID-19 test record, and the new one cluster with 4 cases was detected in the Antequera Health District. This takes the figure up to 29 active local outbreaks in the province, 24 of them on the western Costa del Sol, with 181 cases diagnosed. Currently, there are 15 COVID-19 patients in hospitals around the health districts, one of them in intensive care. This lower rate of serious cases of the disease can be explained by the younger average age of the patients diagnosed in recent weeks. According to figures from the regional health authorities, up until Friday 7th August, of 539 people who were positive on PCR lab tests in the previous 14 days, the largest age group was 30 to 44, with 202 cases, 37% of the total. The next group was from 15 to 29-year-old, with 198 cases, 36% of the total. Also, 25 kids up to 14 years old were also diagnosed, showing that nearly 80% of the new cases of contagious are under the age of 45. In the over 65 age group, 26 people test positive in the 2 weeks up to Friday. If instead of studying the last 2 weeks, we look at the figures since the start of the pandemic, the average patient profile is very different. The under 40s make up less than 40% of the total number of people infected, and 25% were over 65. In the case of fatalities, 86% were over retirement age. With these numbers in Malaga and more cases appearing on other regions, the central government still has no plans to bring back the state of alarm. Finance Minister María Jesús Montero explained that the indicators of the epidemic don't point in that direction and no autonomous regional government has requested it. The outbreaks in Spain are still concentrated in the north of the country, with Aragon and the Basque Country reporting that their health services could come under strain. In Andalusia, the figures are growing as well, which is why it is important to make an effort now in order to stop the spread of the virus. With this goal, the Andalusian government has approved new fines for breaking COVID-19 social distancing rules that can be as high as 600,000 euros. The regional government announced it this week, warning citizens that there is going to be a new crackdown. Penalty charges will start from 100 euros for not having a mask or not wearing it properly, rising to harsh measures for very serious offenses, as well as temporarily shutting down premises or banning activity for up to 5 years where 100 or more people are put at risk.
City Council ordered last week the temporary closure of the Boa nightclub as a precautionary measure after the police detected on an inspection that the security and sanitary guidelines were not being met.
Security Councilman Javier Marín reported last week on the sanctioning resolution he had signed on Thursday, August 6, to adopt as a precautionary measure the temporary closure for a period of 15 days from the Boa nightclub for failing to comply with the current health regulations for the prevention of new COVID-19 infections. A copy of the resolution has also been sent to Malaga's territorial delegation of the Health and Families Ministry as the competent administration, among others, in the management of the pandemic. It is important to demonstrate with facts and efficiency in the management that Benalmádena is a safe tourist destination. Tourists who come to our city will find a space free of COVID-19 with a city council committed to hygiene and disinfection of public spaces, and where entrepreneurs and merchants are fully aware of how they should act and comply with the rules so that visitors are safe in one of the most emblematic places on the Costa del Sol, said Navas. The Sanctions Department, based on a report prepared by the local police, has proceeded to the precautionary closure of the Boa nightclub after detecting the agent on July 25 that the security and sanitary guidelines were not being met, such as not taking the appropriate measures to enforce the interpersonal safety distance, not requiring customers to use masks, or exceeding the capacity allowed in the only room of the nightclub that remained open to the public.
Es una decisión dolorosa.
It is a painful decision, but at the same time is being taken with a strong determination. We want to guarantee that Benalmádena is a safe tourist destination. We are a municipality fully dedicated to the safety of neighbors and visitors. Benalmádena's businessmen are making a great effort to harmonize their business activities with the regulations on safety and prevention, and City Hall wants to make sure that everybody is taking the appropriate measures. Marin wanted to thank the effort made by the City Council, businessmen, and citizens to guarantee health security in Benalmádena. The local police will continue to punish those who do not comply with the security measures. Prior to the last decree of the board, it already had more than 120 minutes drawn up, and daily we are collecting between 15 and 20 on average, he warned Marin. The councilman asked for everyone's collaboration with the social distancing, the mandatory use of masks, and in avoiding high concentrations of people.
Benalmádena is the only municipality in Málaga that wins the Educaciudad Award this year, a prize that serves as proof of the effort made by City Council and all the social agents involved with the education delegation.
Benalmádena's mayor Víctor Navas and Education Councilwoman Elena Galán announced last week on the awarding of the Educaciudad Prize to Benalmádena, an award granted by the Ministry of Education and Sports of the Andalusian government to those municipalities distinguished by their commitment to education. At the press conference, they were accompanied by the head of the Department of Education, María Dolores Gómez, and the director of the Benalmádena Pueblo Library, Inés García. Educaciudad rewards the constant work carried out by the Education Delegation in collaboration with many other areas of the City Council that includes initiatives such as the Daily Mile, Walking for a Challenge, Story Marathon, School of Mothers and Fathers, Commission of School Absenteeism, theater shows, didactic concert, or storytelling in the libraries. Endless initiatives that are launched with the sole objective of educating in values.
We are delighted and satisfied for this award given to the city of Benalmádena to recognize our strategic and transversal educational project.
As this Educaciudad Award revalidates today, Benalmádena always shows that values and people are above any other consideration, stressed the mayor, who congratulated all the city council workers involved. Already the residents of Benalmádena, because we can say loud and clear that we are a municipality that educates and builds a city. The mayor has detailed that Benalmádena has been the 5th municipality in Andalucía with the highest score, 146 points, among the 10 winners this year, and the only one in the province of Málaga worthy of this distinction. In 2009, Benalmádena also received the Educaciudad Award for the same reasons, and the municipality continues to be involved with education. Education Councilwoman highlighted that receiving this award again serves as an initiative to continue improving our educational work in values and knowledge, a challenge especially complex in these times of pandemic.
This
award recognizes the involvement of local entities with education and takes into account many aspects, such as school absenteeism, education in values, sports, cultural leisure, or the work of libraries promoting reading habits, among other lines of work. The Innova building is hosting the language meetings organized by the Foreign Residents Delegation, an historic initiative with more than 10 years that help our citizens to learn and practice Spanish and English with native speakers.
Benalmádena's mayor and foreign residents councilman Victor Navas and youth councilwoman María Isabel Ruiz visit this week the cafeteria of the Innova building to hold a meeting with the participants in the language exchange sessions.
Okay, so today we are visiting these people. This is they make a change, no, between Spanish and English people to learn the language, no, because during 30 minutes all of the people in the same table speaks only Spanish, and the rest of the 30 minutes they speak only English, no? I think it's a good initiative that is getting better every year. From the town hall we promote that kind of things because it's a reason to learn English without cost, or for the foreigner residents, it's an excuse to learn Spanish without cost. So I have to come here and speak with them and say hello.
The foreign residents have been organizing these language exchange days for several years, with people of Spanish nationality who want to learn English meeting with British residents who want to learn our language. The last 2 weeks, this meeting have been held in the cafeteria of the Innova building, with each day participants speaking 30 minutes in English and another 30 in Spanish. The initiative is becoming more and more popular as an unique opportunity to learn a language for free. During the meeting, Navas and Ruiz asked the attendees about their day-to-day during the summer and the difficulties caused by the pandemic. We also had the opportunity to speak with Gary Benham, one of the participants.
Well, the exchange here in Arroyo has been going on for 10 years now. Here in the Innova it's been going on for about a month, but they are trying to get a little bit of the British community and any English-speaking communities in Benalmádena area to sort of exchange languages with the Spanish as well. So it's a very good scheme at the end of the day. It's every Tuesday and Thursday from 11 till 1 o'clock, so you can see that definitely the Benalmádena Town Hall are trying to big up the British community in Arroyo as well. So it's a fantastic scheme, and anyone that would like to join us, you know, it's more the merrier.
The language exchange days have been organized by the Foreign Resident Department for 10 years in the cafeteria of the Anica Torres Active Participation Center, and 2 weeks ago they moved to the cafeteria of the Innova building. Meetings are held twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 1 p.m. Anyone can participate and you do not have to sign up. The only thing is to go with the desire to learn and meet people from many different countries. Right now the exchange is mostly English-Spanish, but Germans and French also participate, so you can practice these languages. Before the pandemic, between 40 and 50 people attended weekly, but due to security conditions, now the capacity has been reduced by half. For more information, you can write an email to residents@benalmadena.es.
Sur newspaper organizes again this year the Ruta del Espeto, a contest that seeks to find the best espeto in the province, and that this year counts with the participation of 3 local establishments.
Summer is the season for Malaga's most famous gastronomic delights, the sardine espeto. The espeto is the way fishermen used to grab a quick snack when they arrive back on shore, and is believed to be a method of cooking sardines that dates back to Phoenician times. 5 or 6 sardines are threaded onto a cane and roasted over hot coals on the beach. The only addition is a little olive oil and a sprinkling of sea salt. The newspaper Diario Sur organized once again the Ruta del Espeto, the perfect occasion to sample the local sardines cooked in this way. It started on July 31st, coming to an end on August 16. During this time, participating restaurants will offer their espetos made up of a minimum of 5 sardines accompanied by a drink, for a price of between 4 and 7 euros, and customers will be able to rate them with marks of 0 to 10 points through the competition website. To register, you must be over 18 years old, and only 1 vote is allowed per establishment in the competition. Participants will be entered into a draw to win a voucher worth €50, which can be spent in any of the designated restaurants. From Benalmádena, we have 3 restaurants entering the competition: Restaurante Los Delfines at Calle La Fragata, Chiringuito Carmen at Avenida Antonio Machado, and Chiringuito Las Gaviotas at the boardwalk of Santa Ana Beach. Votes will determine 3 of the 5 finalists, and a panel of judges will choose the other 2. The judge, made up of professionals from the field of gastronomy, will be in charge of evaluating the best roast sardines, taking into account certain criteria such as the quality of the raw material, the cooking method, presentation, and taste. This final testing will be done live at a time and place indicated by the organizers. Participating establishments have the chance to win an advertising campaign worth €3,000 in Sur's Gastronomy Supplement, Málaga en la Mesa, and the winner chosen by the public will receive advertising worth €1,000.
And these are today's headlines. New outbreaks in Málaga. City Council closes Boa nightclub. Benalmádena receives once again the Educaciudad Award. Navas and Ruiz visit the language exchange sessions at Innova. The battle for the best espeto has begun. The weather forecast for the weekend will leave us with slightly cloudy or clear skies, minimum temperatures with few changes, and maximum in a slight ascent in the coast and in the descent in the interior. West component winds more intense on the western coast and in the afternoon. And that's all. Thank you for watching us, and remember, you can stay updated on our website or social media profiles on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.